Hello everyone, this is Gabriel, the Forex Helper, and I'm here to present another update. Today is December 29th, 2020. It's almost the end of the year, all right? So, let's get into the market and see what's going on, and there's some other stuff that will come to light as we move forward with this update. Before I want to get into the daily financial market report, I will talk about the McConnell bloc's unanimous consent request to increase stimulus checks to $2,000. I did make a mention yesterday about the reaction of the market based on, in particular, the US dollar. All right. Because as you can see here, there's a dollar sign there. So this is basically going to affect the US dollar and the reserve currencies. The reserve currency is the US dollar around the world. All right. So how did the first reaction affect the economy last week when the initial proposal came out for the COVID-19 bill? Speculators were excited. Speculators started creating the dollar bullish movement, which really caused the market to go pretty much haywire. Let's go to the MAS report for quick reference. Last week was definitely a short week. We had a storm signified by the blue, 57%, then 40% red, 53% blue. Okay, so it was a storm last week. It got really crazy on Tuesday, the day after the proposal. But this week, there's a kind of a different reaction. We're not in a storm, but if you look at the market, especially during the U.S. session, especially during the news that I just read with the blocking of the $2,000 stimulus proposal, looking at the market as a result of that news, you would think that there was a storm going on, but there are times in the market where things are not always as they seem. They're not always as they seem. I know some of you guys who are in account management, I commend you guys who hang in there, because I equate you guys to individuals that are on the same boat. We're in the same boat. We're in this together. Those of you who are on your long-term financial journey, long-term financial success, we're in the same boat together. And when you don't jump ship and you don't freak out when the storm hits, and you man your station, so to speak, you stand your ground, there's a lot to say about a person that does that. That won't look at the storm and won't freak out. That won't look at the turbulence. That won't jump out and save themselves or give up and end it all. You need resolve. And there's going to be moments where we're going to have some serious resolve, where you're going to have to be fortified and stand strong and stand firm. I looked at the market before this report came out. The market was doing very well. 80% MAS score, 93% MAS score. Wonderful. Great. But the news comes out, the speculators start moving, and the dollar is doing what it's, I guess, intended to do as a result of this report. So, as a result of the news that came out. So that's good news for an investor, a wise investor. A wise investor is an investor that's not moved by the short-term reaction of the speculators that are moving the market, or not, because that's all based on emotion. So all of that movement of the market that's based on speculators' emotion. Yeah, you have some in that crowd that's going to make their quick buck, but they're not consistent. Then you have a few, really the cream of the crop that mastered the whole speculation movement, but that's very rare, but they do exist out there. All right. But here, we're not a part of that crowd. We're part of the long-term investment crowd. We're a part of the individuals that look at what the market is telling us long-term. And that's pretty much where I come into play. Looking at what the market is saying, analyzing the market, putting it down on this report so that you know which direction to go. You know which direction to take, which direction the market is truly going. Not based on what's going on with the speculators in the news reports. To a degree, we need that. You can't have the market without them, but it's very volatile to trade like that. It's more better to invest long term. All right, even if it's long term with our strategy on a weekly basis, that's still good, better than that hourly stuff. Okay. All right, enough of the preaching on that. It's the Forex market, 93% MAS score, doing pretty well. You'll notice a lot of crazy movements in the US market. All right, don't worry about that. It'll clear up. Just wait. That's the best thing that I could tell you. Best advice I can give you. Just wait. Wait it out. Be patient. Wait it out. Wait for everything to recalibrate and go back to the way it's supposed to really be. The real true results. Because it's all like, what is that? Smoke and mirrors. It's just, wait till all the dust settles. Then you can see clearly. Don't make your move when all the dust is all in the air and the chaos is there. Be level-headed, keep calm, keep cool. Wait till all the dust settles and say, oh, I can see clearly now. There you go. All right. Commodities market, very interesting. I mean, the commodities market is a very good indicator, really, with the dollar. It can lag sometimes, especially if you're looking at gold. But it's a real good indicator as to where we're going if we're looking at the direction gold is heading for the US dollar in respect to the US dollar. We got some turbulence in the oil energy section as well. We have some different movements with the natural gas that took place this week, actually. It switched directions this week, but there's still profits to be made if you use our data here. So let's move on. Another 100% in the cryptocurrency area. This is definitely for the brave in heart. If you're going to take place in the cryptocurrency market, of course you're going to make lots and lots of money. All right, if you invest in the cryptocurrency market, but you can also lose a lot of money if you do it incorrectly. If you don't have the right data and the right information to guide you. All right. In this case, I would say tread cautiously. I'm talking to those who don't have access to the daily financial market report. Tread cautiously. If you're going off of news reports or your feelings of what you think might happen with the price, then I would advise you don't even participate in the cryptocurrency market if that's how you're going to move, because you'll lose pretty much everything. Okay. This is an extremely volatile market. I've never seen the volatility like this. No one has. This is just a beast in its own rank. All right. Indices market. Another 100% on that. This one got shook up. The American indices definitely got shook up. Let me see. There was another one that got shook up as well today. I know the Dow Jones got shook up because of the news, but the market still, the long-term current market movement, current market value still showed itself true. All right. It's I don't remember which. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the German. There you go. The German DAX 30 also got shook up today. All right. So we're looking for those to get back in order, hopefully by tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, so it's still early in the market. We usually place our trades on Mondays and Tuesdays anyhow. So you can kind of think of Tuesday sometimes can also be referred to as the first day of the week when it comes to trading sometimes, especially with our strategy. So Tuesday. So maybe by Wednesday, Thursday, get ready to see some, profits to collect. If not, then last case scenario would be Friday. And if that somehow gets missed, all right, then you can collect next Monday. I know I don't talk about that often because there's reasons why. But here, the most important thing to realize is this. Just be patient. Wait through the storm, even though there's not a storm now. But this is like what we call a manipulated market, where the dust is just thrown all in the air and is just trying to get everybody off focus, and people are not knowing which way to go because all this is happening and it's at the end of the year and just craziness. So that's where we're living right now. We're living in a time like that. But it's good to be clear-headed. It's good to join the Wise Investors Network. If you're listening to this and you're a trial member, or you're listening to this and you're just straddling the fence and you don't know which direction to go, guys, check out our proof page. It's there. The proof is in the pudding. Check it out for yourself. Our members actually make those percentages every month. They make those percentages. Okay? It's all out there in the open for you to see. Check it out. You can see where it dips, where it goes up and down. And some dips, I will admit, could be a little scary because you may be thinking, oh my goodness, that's a huge dip, drawdown. But guess what? Long term, guess what happens? There's growth. There's growth. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now. This is Gabriel, and I'll see you on the other update. God bless.